everyone, this is Sandra at the Whispering Well. So today I just felt called to pull some cards, just for the collective, you know. I know that, I've actually got a few friends who, 2022 hasn't started out too well for, and this is several friends. I don't know whether it's like a trend and this is not going to be a great year. Let's hope that it's not, that it's just maybe the beginning of the year and that things will improve later on. Because I've got several friends as well that things are not the best right now, or not going so great right now, I just thought I would pull some cards. So I have a tarot deck, which is the Enchanted Forest Tarot, or Tarot of the Enchanted Forest, I think is the correct name. The Gateway of Light Activation Oracle deck by Kyle Gray, and this is the Secret Woods deck, which is this one. Now, these two I have shuffled because I was planning to just shuffle on camera, but when I was shuffling them, I got to a point where it felt like it was right for these two, so I have shuffled and cut the deck on both of these, but I've left them because it felt right for whatever the card is when I turn it over. This one I have not shuffled, so we can do that sort of together. But just bearing in mind though, guys, I'm not a professional reader, so I'm just going to go off my impressions, like sort of really read it intuitively. And I know we all interpret cards differently, but I'd prefer, and I'm not meaning this in a horrible way, but please, I'd prefer if you didn't like put comments saying I would have read that differently, or that's not what I would have said. It's just because I do get quite a lot of anxiety, and if I was to get comments like that, it would probably put me off kind of doing this type of thing again, and I would like to do it. So that's not to say, I don't want constructive criticism, because that can always be helpful, but I've seen on other people's comments sometimes where people have put, that's not how I would have read it, and it's not particularly helpful because we all do read differently. So that's the only thing I would say. Okay, so let's turn over our tarot card. Okay, so let's move that out of the way. So we've got the Hermit. I love this card in this deck because it just reminds me of Wind in the Willows. Let's just move this in a little bit to see, you can see it a bit better. So this is the Hermit, and I mean that I knew these had been shuffled in the correct way for the cards that need to come out, because I think a lot of us are in hermit mode at the moment. January and February as well are always horrible months, I think. The months after Christmas, particularly January, where you're kind of, it always seems to be like we're on like a downer after Christmas. So, and it's cold weather, so we just want to kind of hermit ourselves away. But also for anyone that is struggling, sometimes hermiting ourselves might not be the best thing to do, but that's, for certain people it might not be the best, but for others it's the perfect thing to do. is to just be a hermit for a little while and sit with our own thoughts and feelings. And for some that is really helpful, even though to think of that, or someone being on their own with their own thoughts, with their own, maybe that's not the best thing, but it can be for a while. And then, and when you come out, and when you come out of that hermit mode, most of us have got friends that are there waiting for when you're ready to come out of your hermit time, ready to come out of your warm, secure area, the place where you feel safe. So I think this card is telling us to, sit with ourselves for a while, even maybe to do things like sitting like this badger is, with a cosy fire, or a nice blanket or throw around ourselves, and maybe read even. I know, again, sometimes if you've got things on your mind, reading is not the best thing, but one of the things I was actually told was if you've got things that are kind of on your mind and you can't, it's very difficult for you to think of anything but that. One of the tools that I was given that worked for me was to do colouring. So that's an idea, but something that's simple and easy, that you don't really have to think about, but also actually takes your mind away from what you might be worrying about, or things like that. And this guy here, look, he's got his book. Looks like he might have a drink of some sort. And that's nice to just sit and have a drink, even if sometimes you might be a person like I am that doesn't really drink alcohol, but just occasionally it's nice to have that drink. Sometimes it helps. Not to get drunk, I would never tell anyone to do that, because I don't think that does help at all. And I've got experience of people getting into that state, and I don't think it's helpful. But to have, a little glass of wine or something like that, something that you enjoy, that can help us a little bit, and being cosy at this time of year, and then looking forward to spring perhaps. So that's our Hermit card, so that is our tarot card. Now I'm going to pull the top card from the Gateway of Light activation oracle, because as I said, this has been shuffled and it felt right. So okay, so we have angelic frequency. You see, this to me, like, it says angels are here, you are safe, potent connection. So you're being watched over, even if you might not believe in angels as in the classic way of thinking of angels, and I don't really, because I'm pagan rather than Christian, and there's nothing wrong with the Christian way of looking at angels, there's nothing wrong with that at all. But the way I sometimes look at it is they may look kind of like this, but I think of them as kind of almost like, I suppose, spirit beings, or people that have passed that are watching over us. So angelic frequency, and angelic frequency, so frequency, we can feel that. We can feel that these angelic beings, or these ancestors, or you know, that have passed before us, that they are actually there. They're there watching us. And maybe some of us might even have them as guides. I mean, I do believe, for instance, that my dad is one of my guides now. But it's also telling us here that you're safe. You're safe in, I suppose, in their love. How that's just the words I'm getting, in their love, whether that be angelic love or love from our ancestors or people who have passed before us, that you are safe in their love. And this is potent connection, which means, you know, it's quite strong, this connection. So I don't know if this is going to resonate with anyone that watches this video, but I think this is saying that for some of you maybe, that there is this angelic frequency going on where they are looking out for you and are keeping you safe. However you want to look at angels or angelic beings or angelic spirits, or whether you view ancestors as these angelic beings, they are there and keeping you safe. And it's a strong connection that is happening there. So that is that oracle card. And then I thought we would pull from the Secret Woods oracle, because I thought that might match quite well with the tarot deck. So I'm going to shuffle just off camera here, and we'll see. I don't wait for jumpers. I do just usually go with when I feel it's right to stop shuffling, unless one does stick out to me like that one has just then. So this one kind of stuck out of the whole deck, and this one is Defender, protect what is important. And yes, let's do that. Let's protect what is important to us. Protect not only yourself, but protect your family. Normally our family is what is important to us, and we may need to protect them from outside influences that may not be that good, or for people trying to do harm. Like you can see these like lobster creatures here trying to claw this looks like a baby deer, doesn't it? And there's this little guy on the back like, no you don't, I'm gonna get you. And he's defending. He's like, no, get away, you are not going to do this. This is my friend, and I am going to defend that friend, and I'm going to protect that friend. And again, you know, I was saying just now about protecting family or being a defender for your family, but also, and this is something that I tend to be like with my friends, also you can be a defender for your friends. You can be a protector to them, because friends are important to us just the same as our family are. So, and that is something that I think I tend to be with family and with friends as well, you know. And I will do anything really to protect them or to help them or whatever is happening. So I'm going to be like this guy on the back, like with the sword, get away. So yeah, so I don't know if this is going to resonate with anyone. It's my first time kind of doing this on camera, you guys can let me know what you think. I mean, if you do think this was complete rubbish, then obviously, you know, you can say so, but like I said, I'd prefer not to have kind of comments that say I would have read that completely different, because I know that people will, of course you will. Everyone reads things differently. But it's just that I felt called to pull these cards and to choose from these particular decks. So I'm thinking that this is meant for someone, that someone out there, someone that watches this video, that maybe this is meant for you. Yes, you might be a hermit at the moment. You might be hermiting yourself away in the safety and coziness of your home, but also know that you are safe. You're being watched over by angelic spirits, ancestors, angels, if you want to look at it in that way, depending how you view things. You can view it as angels are watching over you, or as family members that have passed, or ancestors, that they are here. As it says, angels are here, and I really feel that this card is saying, I am here, and I'm here to keep you safe, to make sure you are safe. And the defender kind of goes with that as well, doesn't it? You know, in a way, protect what is important. So yeah, I hope this was okay. I hope that maybe it will resonate with somebody out there. And yeah, I'm sure I'll be back soon talking to you all, and probably with a walkthrough next time. I think I said that on the last video, and I still haven't done another walkthrough yet, but it will be coming. And yeah, I hope everyone's doing okay, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.